Christian, what is it about this team that refuses to accept any readily available excuses?
I mean, yeah, like you said, we're not going to make an excuse. There's no injuries. Everybody's banged up. This time of year, we got a lot of guys banged up, but we just continue to fight. And I think the whole game we knew, we were telling each other, we're not out of it. It felt like it was 10 points the whole game. Then it was 7. We couldn't get past 7. And we just continue to play the right way. Continue to play really hard. We rebounded, I think, pretty well, and then just made big plays down the stretch. And it was a good win, but it was one. And we understand that it's just one.
Coach Edelman said the belief never wavered in the huddles and conversations that were happening. What is that a product of?
I just think we've been here, man. We've seen a lot of big games. Been a part of a ton of games where we've been down and came back. We understand how good of a team they are. You don't want to let it get out of hand, but we understand it's a long game, and felt like it got to 10 5 different times, and then it got to 10 with 5 minutes, and then we got to 7, and Yokes at the free throw line, we missed a free throw, we got it to 6, and then Russ said, man, it's 2 possessions, and we all believed it, and nobody looked at each other and doubted it for a second, but we understand that when it got to 10, we couldn't let it get out of hand because they are a great team, and we just continue to believe.
Russ drives in there, sees Aaron, kicks it out. What are you thinking as you watch that play progress?
Well, I mean, Shea was guarding me, so I was trying to. It was a great rebound by me and Russ. That's what we did. We let the ball bounce twice and looked at each other, and then we grabbed it. And then, so we took off, and Russ's eyes got really big, and I think that means passing him the ball, so I passed it to him. We had Russ going downhill, and then Aaron, had a really good shot, and you want to take the first good available shot, and we believe Aaron. I think he shot a 44% from 3 this year. It was an open look for him, so we have a ton of confidence in him. I think what I was thinking was just run in and try to get the offensive board. And we've done that before. I think Aaron got the offensive rebound and had a game winner in the Clippers series. And we've been in these spots. We've been in these spots a ton of times. And Aaron hits a big 3 down 1, and it was just a great team win.
You guys are a team that celebrates each other's successes. For Aaron to have the season that he did from 3, how rewarding is that as his teammate?
I think it's just fun to watch, man. Like the work he's put in, what he's been through. I think that I don't know that I've seen a guy go through as much as he's been through this year, and then put in the put in the work that he's put in. It's just really cool to see those shots go down. And like I said, he hit them all year. And then down 1, you really like Aaron getting downhill, but he takes an open 3 and hits it, and it's just a big shot. And a guy that's put a ton of work in, and we can't do it without each other, and we understand that. And, it's a team thing, and I think everybody had their hand in tonight's win.
You mentioned that you were down by 10 and you bring it back in. It felt like Nola was refusing to let you guys lose at times, and he wouldn't let the game get away. And we're seeing an animated version that at least we haven't seen. How much is that helping, this version of him, since the coaching/GM change? It seems like there's a little bit different person we see on the floor.
No, I think that's him. I think that's who he's always been. That's who he wants to be. Okay. Most importantly, he wants to be vocal. He wants to. Obviously, he has the best mind, in basketball, maybe ever, but definitely has the best mind on our bench. And so when he talks, people listen, and that's who he is. He wants to win. So when he's yelling and telling you things, a lot of times it's hard to understand, but he means it. He's passionate about it. What he's telling you, he's not telling you just to say something. And a lot of times it's not motivational. A lot of it's just, hey, we need to do this. We need to guard this way. We need to. A lot of it's defensive stuff too. Most of it's defensive, not offensive. So people don't realize that too. His mind is great, and he wants to win, and that's the guy he wants to be. I think he wants to be vocal. I don't know that he wants to have to yell every time out, but when he talks, people listen.
He plays at his own pace too. When the world's crazy around him, the arena's yelling at him when he's on the line. It just seems like nothing ever speeds him up. Like he's always in control of who he is. Is that just what you've learned about him playing with him?
I mean, yeah, that's how he plays. That's who he is. I mean, I think that at the line, recently maybe they've sped him up at the line a little bit, but everywhere else, I don't think you can speed him up. That's just, he knows the game better, than anybody. He's more skilled than everybody else. That's the best defense maybe the NBA's seen in a long time, I feel like, and he just kind of picked it apart and slowly, and we figured it out as a team all game. He trusts guys to take the open shot. He makes the right play every time, and it's really hard to guard when a player with that much skill is making the right play, and guys are making plays behind it. And I don't even think that we had our best game, shooting the ball and taking care of the ball, especially. I think that we'll be better next game. But like I said, I mean, he's amazing, and I want him to do that again in game 2.
Dia kind of said the same thing, that you guys have plenty of room to grow, and Coach Malone used to always say it's better to clean up things after a win than a loss. So I guess how exciting is that you guys can play a lot better?
Yeah, I think, like I said, I mean, it feels great to get the win, but You want to win and understand that, like you said, there's things to clean up. There's things that we can be better at. I think we did a horrible job taking care of the ball. We talked about it at halftime. We came out of halftime and maybe we're even worse out of halftime. We had 4 turnovers in a row. So there's a lot of things we can clean up. They played pretty well. I felt Dorton, Caruso hit a ton of shots, and they're going to be better. They're going to be better in game 2. That's who they are. They're a tough, really well-coached team, and we know that. So we got to be better in game 2, and I know we will be.
Are you guys kind of finding yourselves throughout these playoffs? I mean, you lose 4 in a row, fire the coach, and then since then it's been pretty good.
I mean, I don't know that it's finding ourselves, but I think we're playing the right way, and we're playing with a ton of energy, and guys are coming together and playing for each other, and that's the biggest part. We know that in this locker room we have enough talent, to compete with anybody, and we've always believed that. But like I said, guys are coming together, playing for each other, and it's not going to be perfect. We know that. But we've been in a ton of different spots. We've got guys that have been there, won a championship. We've got guys that are willing to listen. So we got a little bit of everything, and then we're really well coached. DA's done a great job, on those things. So guys are coming together, and we're playing the right way. But it's one win. You can't let this big win, this feeling, carry over into game 2. We have to play way better in game 2.
Speaking of celebrating your teammates and doing it for your teammates, was there some extra juice for you tonight, doing it for Russ in front of this crowd, and what did that feel like?
Man, I think Russ brings enough juice, for everybody. I think that obviously he always rises to the occasion in any game, but when you're in OKC, you can tell he's into it. The crowd's into it for him and those things. So it's fun to play with Russ in OKC. I think his energy's great. He scored the ball great again. He's been really, really good on both ends. I think in Game 7 he had 5 steals tonight. He hit a lot of big shots. He was downhill. He was finishing. So he's being Russ, and we need him, but he's been great for us, and he's going to continue to do that, I think.
Aren't you guys supposed to be tired? Like we just got done with your last series.
No, there's no time to be tired. I think that we'll rest tonight. We'll rest a little bit tomorrow, but we'll be ready.
For Aaron to spot, for Aaron to spot up there, take the 3 down 1, obviously speaks to a lot of confidence he has in that shot. What have you seen just from him behind the scenes in terms of getting it to where it's been?
Like I said, I think he's done it all year. He lives in the gym, literally. So I think that that helps maybe a little bit too. So, if you roll out of bed and you can go to your gym and shoot shots, I think that helps too. But he shot it great all year and from everywhere. It seems like he's shooting great from the corner. And I think he missed a big one right before that in the corner too. So we trust him to take those shots. And it was a great moment. It was a great shot and a great win for us. And we needed that shot. And we trust him doing both of those things. And I hope he continues to hit big shots like that.